Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Screen Addicts. Today we're counting down the best Doctor Who of all time, and it's a journey through time itself. We've got 6 decades of Whovians to satisfy, from William Hartnell to Ncuti Gatwa. Our question is simple: which Doctor do you love the most? Let's start with the original incarnation, played by William Hartnell. The first Doctor was a stern, mysterious figure who paved the way for the show's central structure. He piloted the TARDIS with his granddaughter Susan and 2 schoolteachers, Barbara and Ian, and famously said, "I am the Doctor," for the first time. His legacy is still felt today. Next up is the second Doctor, played by Patrick Troughton. The second Doctor showed that regeneration was possible, bringing a jokester atmosphere to the role. He introduced the Cybermen and Ice Warriors and cemented the base under siege format that defined much of 60s Doctor Who. The third Doctor, played by Jon Pertwee, was stylish, suave, and velvet-clad. His era saw the introduction of the Master, a fan-favorite villain, and focused on moral responsibility in a rapidly modernizing world. He was more physically involved and often dealt with threats directly. Tom Baker's fourth Doctor is arguably the most iconic, bringing a giant scarf, wild hair, and jelly babies to the role. His performance blended alien eccentricity with seriousness, and his era gave us some of the show's most beloved episodes, including Genesis of the Daleks and Pyramids of Mars. The fifth Doctor, played by Peter Davison, brought a gentler energy to the role. He was vulnerable and more human, often acting like the leader of a team rather than the sole authority figure. His era is remembered for high emotional stakes, especially the tragic departure of companion Adric in Earthshock. Sixth Doctor, played by Colin Baker, brash, bombastic, and clad in a patchwork coat, divided opinions. He was initially arrogant and abrasive but later softened. Though his television run was short, he went on to become a fan favorite through Big Finish audio dramas. Seventh Doctor, played by Sylvester McCoy, started off quirky and mischievous, but gradually became darker and more manipulative. He operated behind the scenes to outwit his enemies, laying groundwork for the revived series. His era gifted audiences with stories like Remembrance of the Daleks and The Curse of Fenric. Eighth Doctor, played by Paul McGann, only appeared once on television in 1996, but made a strong impression with his romantic, poetic interpretation. His surprise return in The Night of the Doctor thrilled fans and helped bridge classic and modern Who. Ninth Doctor, played by Christopher Eccleston, relaunched the show in 2005 with a sharp leather jacket and carried the emotional weight of the Time War, bringing a darker tone but also moments of humor and hope. He formed a groundbreaking partnership with Rose Tyler. 10th Doctor, played by David Tennant, was charming, passionate, and deeply emotional. He could flip from playful to furious in a heartbeat. This era delivered some of the show's most popular episodes, including Blink, The Girl in the Fireplace, and The Waters of Mars. 11th Doctor, played by Matt Smith, brought frenetic energy and an old Solina Young body vibe to the character. His Doctor was whimsical but carried the burden of his past. He was at the heart of some of the show's most intricate plots under showrunner Stephen Moffat. 12th Doctor, played by Peter Capaldi, took the Doctor in a more philosophical direction. Initially prickly and cold, he evolved into one of the show's most compassionate versions. A former punk and lifelong fan of Doctor Who, Capaldi brought depth that suited darker, more thought-provoking stories like Heaven Sent and the Zygon Inversion. 13th Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, was the first woman to play the role, bringing optimism, curiosity, and inclusivity. Her era focused on teamwork and empathy, traveling with multiple companions. And finally, we have the 14th Doctor, played by David Tennant in a surprise twist. These special episodes explored identity, memory, and reconnection. The Doctor's energy is back, but this time it's like never before. Now, which version of the Doctor do you love the most? It's your turn to vote. Head to our website or socials to cast your ballot and join the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe to Screen Addicts for more in-depth analysis and reviews of all things geeky.